Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Thousands of felonies handled yearly by the Highway Patrol, the crime of first-degree murder is least frequently encountered. When a murder has been committed, it is usually an immediate consequence of another felony, such as armed robbery, and the motive for the killing is obvious. The patrol's job is more difficult when the murder has been committed by the criminal whose motive is just as obvious, but not as ordinary. The man who shoots in cold blood people he has never met. The professional hired killer. On the morning of May 7th, such a man visited Chatsworth. He had arranged for a rented car, and immediately upon his arrival, he picked up the car and headed directly for the Merlin Ranch. There, he hoped to find the two men he was hired to kill, the Santel brothers.
I'll see you later, George.
Well, I didn't know this was a holiday.
I just declared one about a half hour ago.
Shirley has the afternoon off, huh?
Yeah. You don't mind, do you, George? She's only getting one day off a week now.
No, I don't mind. It's serious, isn't it, kid?
What makes you think so?
Well, it isn't too tough for one brother to figure out what the other's thinking of.
I guess it does tell, but why shouldn't it?
No reason. Well, remember, we've got a few weeks to go yet. And as far as anyone is concerned, and that goes for the girl, too, Tony, our name is Merlin.
Okay, I understand.
Are you George Merlin?
Yes, I'm George Merlin.
Where's your brother?
He's out for the day.
When will he be back?
I don't know. Look, Mr.
Mister's good enough.
What do you want?
From you? Nothing. I've just got a job to do. Go on working if you like. We'll wait for your brother.
But you've never seen me before. You don't even know who I am.
That's right. It's best this way.
What's Lane paid you?
We'll just wait for your brother.
15,000? 20,000? I'll give you 25.
Then I'd be in your shoes.
You mean?
I mean there's no way out for you or your brother. Go ahead, work. It'll take your mind off it.
driver of the truck called the Highway Patrol and informed them he had found George Merlin murdered. Patrol headquarters dispatched an ambulance and a coroner to the scene and quickly relayed the call to Officer Morse, who was the nearest unit to the Merlin ranch.
You Stanley Hollis?
Yeah, he's back here.
The killer started his search for Tony Santel.
$32.80 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
I'm at the Merlin Ranch. Put out an APB for the victim's younger brother, Tony Merlin. Height, 6 feet, black hair. I'm going in the ranch house now to see what I can pick up. $32.80 to headquarters.
Go ahead, 3280.
Let me talk to Matthews.
1 moment. 3280 wants to talk to you.
Thanks. Matthews.
Might have a lead in this Merlin homicide.
Found correspondence in the house addressed to George and Anthony Santel. George Merlin is the victim. Tony Merlin is his brother and co-owner of the ranch. Correspondence indicate the real name might be Santel.
Where'd the correspondence come from?
Chicago. Same sender, William Bernard, 475 Michigan Boulevard.
475 Michigan. All right, I'll teletype Chicago. What about the younger brother?
Haven't located him yet. Put out an APB on him a few minutes ago.
Keep checking the house.
10-4.
This is Matthews. Teletype to Chicago police. I want to make on George and Anthony Santel. George Santel's been murdered. Motive not established. The only suspect we have is a younger brother. They've been in touch with, hold on for a second, William Bernard, 473 Michigan Boulevard, your city. You got it? Right. Oh, Sergeant, this is Matthews. Get me a rundown on the Merlin brothers. Their real name might be Santel. Find out how long they've been in Chatsworth, what places they hang out. You know, the usual stuff. That's it, yeah. I'm going to Chatsworth. Keep me posted.
Right.
Your rancher, look alive. I always do when he's around.
My ears are burning. Does that mean good things or bad?
It means you're late.
How do you like that? I spend the last hour getting a picnic basket ready, and I get a critical greeting.
Don't look at me for sympathy. Well, I'm working the rest of the afternoon. You two be enjoying a picnic and saying sweet nothings to each other.
Come on, problem child. Let's get the picnic started while the food's still fresh.
The killer's perseverance was paying off. After a painstaking inquiry of the stores and shops in Chatsworth, he had learned that Tony Merlin, as he was known there, was going with a girl who worked at the Chatsworth Dry Cleaners, and that Tony had been in town that morning. The killer continued on Tony's trail with but one purpose, to finish the job for which he had been paid. After that, he was free to return the rented car and leave on the next train. Fingerprints were of no concern. He had as yet no criminal record. A valuable asset in his profession. He headed for the cleaning establishment.
Hello.
Are you Shirley Conway?
No, she's off the rest of the day.
Oh, my name's Hudson. I'm a friend of Tony Merlin's. Just passing through and stopped by the ranch. George said that he might be with her.
As a matter of fact, he is. They both just left here a few minutes ago. They went on a picnic, but they'll be back this evening.
Oh, what a shame. Can't stay long. Would like to say hello. It's been a few years since I saw Tony. Do you have any idea where they went on their picnic?
This is only a little town, mister. There's only one decent place for a picnic.
Oh? Where's that?
About 5 miles up the highway. There's a little park off to the left, just before you reach the Hayden Junction.
Oh, thank you very much. It'll give me a chance to surprise him.
Everybody's going on a picnic. How lucky can you get?
Yes. Yes, well, thanks again.
$21.50 to $32.80.
Go ahead, 2150.
Did the brother show yet?
No, but I found enough in the way of correspondence and legal papers to establish definitely that the name is Santel and not Merlin.
I'd stay at the ranch. I'll be in Chatsworth. Keep in touch.
10-4.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Teletype from Chicago Police. Santel brothers to appear as witnesses for the state against Sam Lane, big racketeer from that city.
When's the trial come up?
3 weeks from today. You don't think...
Somebody's out to kill Tony Santel, too, if he isn't dead already.
The killer's job was almost completed. Missing Tony Santel at the cleaning shop had been a good break. Killing him in an isolated picnic area was going to be much less of a problem than it would have been in town.
You think I'll make a good rancher's wife?
Oh, it'll probably take a long time, but you'll eventually struggle through.
I lost my appetite. Give me this. Now kiss me.
Dan Matthews soon learned that someone else had been looking for Tony Santel, a man in a blue suit. He also learned that Tony had purchased provisions for a picnic which must include Tony's girl, Shirley Conway. Matthews put out another APB on Tony Merlin, adding that he might be in the girl's company. A check of the girl's home had negative results. Racing against time, Matthews headed for the cleaning shop, hoping to find Tony Merlin before the killer did.
You Shirley Conway?
No.
I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Shirley's off the rest of the day. What's it all about?
Was she with that Tony Merlin?
Why, yes. You know, you're the second person who's been looking for him.
Where'd they go?
They went on a picnic.
Where?
Probably at the park, just before you reach the Hayden Junction.
How long ago did the other guy leave here?
Not more than half an hour.
Describe him.
About 40, tall, on the thin side.
What kind of clothes was he wearing?
Blue suit, white shirt. Is there some kind of trouble going on?
Could be. Thanks very much.
But
Mr. Merlin?
Yes?
I'd like to talk to you alone for a few minutes.
Who are you? What do you want?
That doesn't make any difference. I think you better tell your girlfriend you have some business with me.
But I don't have any business with you.
Suit yourself. She's your girl. Introduce me as Mr. Hudson and make it convincing to her and to me.
Couldn't your business wait?
It's kind of urgent, Miss Conway.
You take the car back to town, honey, and I'll see you a little later.
All right. Nice meeting you, Mr. Hudson.
All right, mister. You drive.
Look, whoever you are, you've never seen me before. You can't just kill a man in cold blood.
Drive.
What have you got against me?
I said drive.
I don't know what Lane's paying you, but I'll pay more.
Do you want me to go back and get your girlfriend? Then you better drive, mister.
You Shirley Conway?
Yes, sir.
Where's Merlin?
He left with a stranger. I was just going for help.
Well, describe him. What kind of clothes was he wearing?
Oh, I don't know, average-looking guy. He was wearing a blue suit.
What about the car?
A tan convertible, license number KHE 461.
KHE 461.
They took the Hayden Road.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Matthews immediately notified headquarters to direct the nearest unit to the Ferndale Highway to establish a roadblock 3 miles from Matthews' position, figuring the killer and Santel could not be farther away than that distance.
All right, get out. Look, tell Lane I won't testify. I'll give him any assurance he wants.
Too late for that. I'm his assurance now.
But if you just talk to my brother and I together, I'm sure we could work this thing out.
Your brother's all talked out, mister.
You all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Come on, let's go. you make it all right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, hop in. 2150 to headquarters.
Go ahead.
Located Santel. He's on the Hayden Highway. That's about 6 miles out of Chatsworth. Send an ambulance, another unit. Killer still at large. 10-4?
10-4.
Duck down, quick.
Hayden.
Matthews, Highway Patrol. See that bus? There's a guy on it. Can you pass it?
Yes, sir. Hop in.
Take off. I almost missed you. Ticket to Hayden, please. Thanks.
Dan Matthews proceeded with caution. His problem was to apprehend the killer without endangering the lives of the other bus passengers. The problem was further complicated by the fact that there were 2 men wearing blue suits. Matthews knew that the suspect in the forward section of the bus could see through the rearview mirror. Any activity would also be seen by the other suspect, seated in the rear of the bus. To accost the wrong man would be a mistake, probably a fatal mistake. Matthews had to be certain.
Will you let me have a schedule? Thanks. Shut. We get off at the next stop.
What's this all about? You don't even know me.
You're in the same spot the Santels were in. Slide over. See the Highway Patrol in action again next week. Until then, remember, leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Roderick Crawford saying, see you next week.